Hey, how's it going, everybody? Welcome back to Pop's Movie Dungeon. So I got quite a few things in. I was trying to hold on to these for a few days to kind of get enough to make a video, and they kind of got backed up on me because I've been busy working on a few other video ideas, and that are taking me a little bit of time because my editing skills are not quite up to par yet. But I'm learning. I'm working on a future video coming up, which I don't want to announce this yet, but for me it's a big deal. It's a big editing challenge and something that I've been wanting to do for a while, but I'm hoping to have that up within the next couple of weeks, depending on my schedule. I got a full-time job. This is my little side gig, and something that I'm just now getting up and going, but I'm having a great time with it. I'm enjoying myself and getting a little more comfortable in front of the camera. I ain't quite there yet, so you guys be gentle. I feel like I'm making small baby steps, but I'm getting there. But we're going to get started here, and we're going to start off with our first title. And I don't know if you guys have been here before, but I get real excited. I'm recording in StreamYard, and I don't know. I really like this software a lot, and you guys may not care nothing about this and just humor me. But I am really enjoying these little buttons and all these little tabs that they have that comes with the software. So we're going to go ahead and get this started here. There's that. So that way you guys don't have to hear me aggravate y'all about liking and subscribing. You guys can just look there at the bottom, ignore it. If that bothers you guys, let me know in the comments, and I won't do that anymore. You guys know, if you like a video, you're going to subscribe. I don't have to tell you. But I do appreciate anybody. Now, let me rephrase it. I really appreciate anybody that takes the time to like and subscribe to anything that I'm doing, because any of you guys out there that have a YouTube channel that started doing this, when you first get started, this is way out of anything I've ever done. This is way out of my comfort zone. To get in front of this camera and do this was something that it's a big hurdle I had to jump, because I've never done anything like this. I don't do public speaking. I've always hated, getting in front of a class and doing a oral book report. Just anything public speaking was never my thing. But I love movies. I love talking about movies. I love the community here on YouTube, whatever, of all the people that talk about movies. Everybody that I talk to in chat, they're great people. It's a great community. And I wanted to throw my hat in the ring. I got a pretty nice collection that I'm building here. I got this room that we built, and it just made sense to me to, give this a shot. And I figured, worst case scenario, I fade away in the distance and nobody ever remembers me doing this or whatever. The point being is I'm having a good time. Give it a shot. I just hit 72 subscribers earlier today, and I was thrilled. And it seemed like just a couple weeks ago I was super excited about hitting 50. It's 72 now. I'm working my ass off to get to 100. So please support the channel, guys, and we're going to move on and get to the first title. So the first one we're going to talk about, and I'm still playing with these buttons. I think they're kind of cool, but like I said, if these buttons are distracting or they bother you guys, just let me know. Like I said, I'm just kind of messing around here, learning the capabilities, what I can do with this software. And hell, I'm paying a monthly subscription for it. I might as well use it for something, right? I ain't got enough viewers to really live stream right now. I feel like a loser to get in there live stream and just stare at the camera with nobody coming in there. So, I'm using it for the time being. There's probably better ways to do this, but, it's easy. And, it's got some pretty cool features. If you guys ain't never checked out StreamYard, check them out. They're an awesome service. So, anyway, enough rambling, guys. We're going to get started. Now, my first couple titles come from Vinegar Syndrome. And this first title, I actually already had. I found a really good deal. This title has been out of print for, well, let me take that back. The slipcover has been out of print for a really long time, and these were not easy to find, and they were pretty pricey with the slipcover. But I found a guy on Facebook in the Vinegar Syndrome group, whatever, that were selling these for a really reasonable price. So the other day I was lucky enough to grab this title here, and that is Penitentiary 2. Let me just throw that up there, try to get the glare off. So anybody that follows this boutique label knows that these movies here are just really, really hard to get. Not so much these. I don't think that the movie itself is out of print. It may be now, but this slipcover has been out of print for a while. I heard these movies are a lot of fun. I don't know that much about them. Excuse me while I put on my old man glasses. I mean, you guys are at Pop's Movie Dungeon, so what do you expect? So anyway, I'm just going to read the back of these just because honestly I don't know much about these movies. It says Martell. Actually, this is Penitentiary 2. Let's do this. This is the one that I had for a while. I got this a few weeks back. This is the one that I was excited to get the other day. Got it from the same seller, and luckily when I checked back with him about a week later, he still had it. And so I went ahead and grabbed it. And so now I own both of these movies with the slips. So anyway, that's what they look like. And we'll go over these real fast. I'll try to keep this short because I got quite a few titles to go through here. Our Penitentiary 1 basically is a 1979 movie. Let me hit my little fancy button. You guys have been here before to know these excite me a lot more than they excite y'all. If I spell Penitentiary right, but you guys get the gist. It's a 1979 movie. Excuse me. I apologize. All right, it says Leon Isaac Kennedy stars as Martell Gordon, who, after unwittingly getting involved with a prostitute and attempting to save her from being assaulted by a John, which turns deadly, finds himself charged with a murder he did not commit. Locked up in the state penitentiary, Martell is forced to fend for himself among hardened criminals until he's introduced to the underground and lucrative world of in-prison boxing. Director, I'm going to give this a try, Jama Fanaka's breakout action hit, Penitentiary, remains one of the seminal late-period blaxploitation films, gritty, violent, and maddeningly entertaining. Sorry, guys, I'm trying to talk. Vinegar Syndrome presents the Blu-ray debut of this genre film classic. So this is first time on Blu-ray, so that's pretty cool. Newly restored in 4K from its original 35mm camera negative, and filled with both all-new and archival interviews with its cast and crew. Special features real fast, newly scanned and restored in 4K from 35mm original camera negative. Archival commentary track with Jama Fanaka, the writer, producer, and director. Commentary track with Sergio Mims, second assistant director. Too Sweet for Penitentiary. Interview with Leon Isaac Kennedy, the lead actor. That's kind of neat. Filming Penitentiary. Interview with Martin Olstein, the cinematographer. Producing Penitentiary. Interview with Alicia Danafu, the producer. The trailer, reversible cover artwork, and English subtitles. So we're going to go over this and take a look at there's the inside. You guys can see that. And we're going to look at the reversible art. You got the outside, and there is the inside. So it's really nice. And I'm going to flip this over to the reversible. No, actually, I think I like the one they have from Vinegar Syndrome here. I don't know which one of these are the original cover art. So there's Penitentiary. So I'm really excited to have that. I'm working hard to catch up on my Vinegar Syndrome, and this is VS Title 203. So next we have Penitentiary 2. There it is again. Real fast. All right, so this is the sequel. This came out in 1982. And there we go. All right, Martell Too Sweet Gordon, Leon Isaac Kennedy again, has just been paroled. So a few years later he gets out. Trying diligently to stay out of trouble, he rekindles an old fling with his former girlfriend, Clarice, and begins a job as a delivery roller skater. Delivery roller skater, that's weird. But when his prison arch nemesis, Half-Dead, when his prison arch nemesis, Half-Dead, which I guess is the guy's name, breaks out of jail and murders Clarice, spoiler alert, but it's on the back of the box, Too Sweet is forced to return to his old life and seek vengeance the only way he knows how. Co-starring Ernie Hudson. Come on, really, Ernie Hudson? The one and only Mr. T. Yeah, I forgot to mention that. Look on the cover there. There's Mr. T. Ernie Hudson. I mean, come on, guys. How many movies have you really seen Mr. T in besides Rocky and DC Cab? Jama Fanaka, so the same director, his sequel to this acclaimed 1979 classic Penitentiary, Penitentiary 2, ups the intensity, ferocity, and outrageous action of the original. Vinegar Syndrome brings this early 80s classic to Blu-ray, newly restored from its original 35mm camera negative and packed with explosive extra features. Special features are similar to the first one. It's newly scanned and restored in 2K from its 35mm original camera negative. archival commentary track with the director. Interview, or it says too sweet on the outside. Interview with Leon Isaac Kennedy. So you have another interview with the lead actor. Original theatrical trailer, reversible cover artwork, which we'll take a look at in a second, and English subtitles. So that's what you got there. Oh, this one here, look at this. It says starring Leon Isaac Kennedy, Ernie Hudson, Mr. T, Glenn Turman, which I'm not familiar with him, Donovan Womack, Peggy Blow, and Rudy Ray Moore. That's interesting. If you guys have seen the Netflix special with Eddie Murphy playing Rudy Ray Moore, but he's like a legend in the blaxploitation films with Dolomite. I got 4 of them sitting on the shelf over there. You guys know what I'm talking about. But Rudy Ray Moore, that's kind of a big name. So anyway, guys, I'm real happy to have those. Those are my 2 Vinegar Syndrome pickups for the month, or for the week. Right now, I got more I'm going to get later this month, hopefully. But this is Vinegar Syndrome spine title 203 and 208. Okay, guys, so that's my Vinegar Syndrome haul for right now, and hopefully more coming. But I don't know if you guys can see you can't see my shelf over there, but I did a room tour video the other day, and I show a pretty good shot of all my Vinegar Syndrome titles. So I'm happy to have those up there on the shelf. All right, moving on, guys. I think next we're going to go over my. We'll save that one for later. I'm going to go over my 4Ks that I got. Excuse me. I'm going to go over my 4K steelbooks. I picked up 2 at Best Buy the other day. Now, I'm embarrassed to say this, but I have not seen this entire movie yet. I have watched bits and pieces of it. I want to say maybe on HBO, but my son loves this movie, and he told me that I really need to check this out. So when I seen this was actually in stock at Best Buy, because the other day it was sold out, but they had a couple copies when I walked in the other day. And this is Sicario Steelbook in 4K. And I will throw this up on the screen so people that come in know what I'm talking about. So I got the Sicario Steelbook in 4K, and I love when these Steelbooks come with these. Look at that, come with these slips. It helps keep the Steelbook from being screwed up. And this Steelbook, man, it's just a great looking Steelbook. If you guys can see that. And there's the back. And I've already taken the digital coat out of this one, but there's the inside disc artwork. And I'm not sure if it's even worth taking these out, but I'll take out one. Yeah, it's just like, it looks like a map of something from the movie. There's just like a map design in the background. So I'm going to try to check this out the next couple days. And again, other movies that I hadn't seen yet, if it's something that just kind of blows me away, I'm going to do a standalone, deeper view of these movies that I really have time to do, and movies that really kind of, stand out. So this one here, real fast, the special features. These big studio titles are not going to have the special features of these boutique labels. You guys know that. But it says that disc 1 is the 4K Ultra HD, disc 2 is the Blu-ray, and there are a few special features on the Blu-ray. Stepping into Darkness, the visual design of Sicario. Blunt, Brolin, and Benicio portraying the characters of Sicario. Battlezone, the origins of Sicario. A Pulse from the Desert, the score of Sicario. So this, it looks interesting. This is a 2015, release. I know the stars Emily Blunt, Benicio del Toro, Josh Brolin, and it was directed by Denis Villeneuve. Anyway. Yeah, but he's done some movies. I know I've seen the majority of his stuff, whatever. Yeah, he did Prisoners. That was the one I couldn't think of. He did Prisoners, which was just a fantastic movie. And he's got some upcoming projects. Yeah, he's the one doing the Dune movie. That's why he's doing the Dune movie. A movie called Cleopatra of the Sun, and something called Dune: The Sisterhood. I don't know. I'm not sure about that one. He also was the director of Blade Runner 2049. So he's got some pretty good titles under his belt. He was director of Arrival, Enemy, which is a fantastic movie. So yeah, he's got some good movies. But there's Sicario in 4K. All right, guys, moving on. Get that out of the way there. Moving on, my other 4K steelbook that I picked up this week. I got this also at Best Buy, and this was the first one that I grabbed, and I was kind of going in specifically to look for this movie because this is one that I seen back in theaters. And this is Backdraft 4K 1991. Now, I went to the theaters and seen this. I remember going with a bunch of friends opening weekend, and we just had a blast with this movie. And I tell you, this movie here, it just has a lot of stars in it. It's a lot of fun, and I'm gonna be honest with you, I probably haven't seen this movie in 15 years. I mean, it's been a really long time. And this is one that I really wasn't expecting to come out on 4K. And when I heard that it was coming out on 4K, I knew that this is one that I was going to have to grab. But I really wanted to get the Steelbook. And so when I seen that Best Buy had 2 of these on the shelf, and when I seen that they had these in stock, whatever, I grabbed it right up. But I mean, look at this cast. I mean, you got Kurt Russell, excuse me, you got Kurt Russell, William Baldwin, Robert De Niro, Donald Sutherland, Jennifer Jason Leigh, Scott Glenn, Rebecca De Mornay, I ain't seen her nothing in a while, Jason Gedrick, J.T. Walsh, rest in peace. I mean, yeah, there's some big names in this movie. So I am really excited to revisit this, guys. I just remember this being a really, really good movie when I seen it in theaters. And directed by Ron Howard. How can you go wrong? So I'm going to show you this Steelbook real fast. Let's try to speed this up a little bit. There's the front. That's just a really nice looking Steelbook. There's the back. You got a nice picture of the axe are on fire. I've already taken the digital code out, guys. And we do got some artwork here. There's a picture of the disc there. And I will pop these out real fast and show you guys the inside. That's what you got on the inside there. So nice shot of the cast there. So they did a really good job on this Steelbook. I'm super happy. And one good thing about getting these in the store instead of having them mailed is they ain't broke. Nothing worse than getting these Steelbooks in the mail from Best Buy. Then Best Buy's terrible with this, and either the spine being loose or being dented. And this thing here is just in great shape. So that's really nice. I don't know about you guys, but I don't keep these. I don't. They get in my way, and once I read about the movie and get everything out, I just trash these. So I don't know about you guys, but let's go in the trash. If that aggravates some of you guys, I apologize. All right, so moving on, guys. Keep this thing rolling. This is a movie here that I was super excited to get, and I thought it was going to be really neat to check this out with so many YouTubers that I watch whatever on a regular basis, being in this. But it's the movie hoarders from VHS to DVD and beyond. This movie is basically a movie about us. People that are hoarders, that collect movies, that, goes out and buys shit, because it's stuff they watch. And I can probably speak for most collectors here that we buy a lot of shit that we may never watch. Or, I got so many movies that I have bought in the last year that I have not popped in and not watched yet. And that stack keeps growing. It's almost like the hunt of getting the movie is more fun than actually watching the movie. Now, I'm going to try to catch up on my movies over the next couple months. And most of the movies I have seen, but I probably have at least 50 that I've never seen sitting on the shelf. So you guys that can relate, that would enjoy something like this, you guys understand what I'm talking about. But I am super excited to check this out. Matter of fact, as soon as I finish this video, I'm probably going to throw this in and give it a watch. But guys, if you can find this, please pick it up. Let's support this, guys, and I would love to see more stuff like this. This movie was sold out everywhere, and I seen somebody say on Facebook that it was back in stock at Hamilton Books. So this came from Hamilton Books. I ordered this about 4 or 5 days ago. They have fast shipping. It just came in the mail this morning. So get on HamiltonBooks.com and see if you guys can grab this copy. And like I said, please, guys, support this. Everybody that's involved in this movie, absolutely fantastic YouTubers that I look up to. These guys, they've been doing it a long time. And the fact that they are in a movie like this that I now own, I'm super excited about, guys. So anyways, give this a watch. Whenever you can, try to pick this up. So anyway, kudos to the guys that put this together. I'm real excited to have that. This next real fast whatever is just you know what I didn't do, guys? I didn't hit my button. Oh well, I'm just going to say the hell with these buttons whenever I get tired of dealing with it. Anyway, guys, there's my button for that. So enough of the buttons. We're going to get rid of those. We're just going to hide it. That's too much to worry about. All right, guys. This next one, I actually got this movie coming if it ever shows up. I have it coming from Severin Films. On the Severin sale, I ordered quite a few titles, and I know a lot of people have already got their movies in. Mine still says processing, but Severin Films, I ordered quite a few titles. I don't know why I haven't got them in yet. It's been, what, 2 months now? A month and a half? But anyway, I ordered this movie. They didn't have the slip available through the website during the sale. But I picked up, it's in this plastic here, but I picked up the cover for Jaws 5, Cruel Jaws. Jaws 5 is just their promo thing they do. The movie's coming in through my Severin sale on package when it comes in, but I found the slip online for a fairly reasonable price. I try not to buy too many slips on their own because they're not really priced very reasonable, but I found this one for like $20. And I was like, Jaws is like my favorite movie. I know this is a shitty movie. It has nothing to do with the Jaws franchise. But, I'm a big slipcover fan, as you guys know, and I had to get this to go with the movie. Just thought it was kind of a cool little piece for the collection. All right, so moving on here. Got some more titles from Screen Factory. We'll just start off with the two here. The first one here is Chamber of Horrors. There's the cover. I know nothing at all about this movie. It's one of their standalone releases that was just recently released literally a couple days ago, I believe. And this is a 1966 movie. Prepare yourself for a chilling tale of horror. Prepare yourself for a chilling tale of terror and unspeakable vengeance inside the Chamber of Horrors. The condemned maniac Jason Kravitz, played by Patrick O'Neal, escapes capture from the authorities at a bloody cost. By chopping off his manacled hand, feel free to kill once more, he outfits his gruesome stump with tools designed to chop, rip, and skewer a new batch of victims as he embarks on a bloody spree of death. Employing not one but two infamous gimmicks, the fear flasher, in quotes, and the horror horn, in quotes, to warn audiences in advance of its most shocking moments. Chamber of Horrors is a grand cult favorite that's every bit as twisted as its villain's tortured soul. Yeah, this sounds like a damn wild ass movie. I know nothing about this, but I'm gonna check this out, guys. This I don't recognize any of the names here that stars in this, and I'm not even gonna try to pronounce some of them. So anyway, guys, once again, there's the front, there's the back. I'm trying to collect all these standalone releases now that I got all the collector's editions, and I'm up to date on all the shout selects. So I grab these as they come out. Just you never know what's going to go out of print with this company. So not only am I trying to grab some of the past releases that are out of print and that they're still in print, but there's a bunch of them. So I'm trying to collect them, but as they come out, I just go ahead and grab the new ones to have those, which makes it even more difficult to get the old ones because they've been releasing these pretty steady. All right, the next is another standalone release. Now, when I say standalone release, it's not a collector's edition. It's just a single release from the Screen Factory line, for those of you guys that don't know. But this is a movie called Supernova. And it stars James Spader and Angela Bassett. I mean, those are some pretty big names, guys. But I've never seen this movie, and I don't know much about it. This came out in 1995, so mid-90s movie. It's 91 minutes long. And the farthest reaches of space, something has been waiting. So I'm not going to read the whole synopsis there, guys. I'll hold that up and try to shorten this a little bit. I'll read the special features. It says new interviews with actors Lou Diamond Phillips and Robert Forster. So this has a pretty good cast. Producer Daniel Chuba and Jack Shoulder. Deleted scenes, alternate ending, and theatrical trailer. Not bad for a standalone release, guys. I'm going to check this out. That is a really stellar cast. I don't know how I have not seen this. So let me know, guys, down below how that is. I'll check it out. Okay, moving on. I have another Shout Factory title. This is from their Shout Select line, one that was just released. It says State and Maine. As you guys may or may not know, real fast, these Shout Select titles, I now have all of them. These Shout Select titles, I have all of these. This is spine number 121. You guys can see that there's a number on the spine, and I have every single one. As they come out, I gotta grab them. I mean, it doesn't really matter what the title is at this point. I'm invested. But I have to say that the ones that I have seen that I was not familiar with have all been great. I would say over 85% of these movies are movies that I've heard of, I would have bought anyway. So this is a great line. Check out some of these Shout Select guys. They all have great remaster scans and some great special features on here. But let me read this cast to you real fast. This cast is pretty stellar. It's got Alec Baldwin, Charles Durning, Clark Gregg, Philip Seymour Hoffman, which I missed. I hate he passed away. Great actor. Patty LuPone, which I'm not familiar with. William H. Macy. I am a friggin' huge William H. Macy fan, and don't know how I did not see this. Sarah Jessica Parker, David Paymer, not sure about him, Rebecca Pidgeon, and Julia Stiles. I mean, this movie's got a friggin' great cast. It just says, big movies, small town, huge trouble. When a big budget film crew takes over a small town, they shoot first and ask questions later. Director Walt Price, which is played by William H. Macy, has his work cut out for him with a girl-crazy leading man, Alec Baldwin, a camera-shy leading lady, Sarah Jessica Parker, an idealistic writer, Philip Seymour Hoffman, and a high-strung producer. When the townsfolk eagerly get in on the act, get ready for scandal, greed, and romance. Take one. So, yeah, this looks like a good time, guys. I'm going to check this out real soon. With that cast, I feel like it's got to be at least okay. So there's number 121 in the Shout Select. That's State and Maine. All right, guys, moving on. We got one of these pool boxes here. I did already open this one, but just want to show you guys. This is something that I was very excited about getting from one of my favorite companies. And you guys that have watched my channel or anything else, you guys know that I have managed to get all of the collector's editions from Scream Factory with slips. So now when these come out, I can just pick up the new ones. It's got the slip. A little less stressful. Anybody that collects these knows that getting some of these slips can be tough. So now that I can just kind of grab these when they come out, I'm pretty excited. But there's the Dead Zone, guys. And this is a great Christopher Walken movie. I seen this way back in the 80s. I mean, it used to come on HBO all the time. I used to watch this anytime it was on. But I've already did the reversible artwork on that one. I had to open this as soon as I got it to check it out. So anyway, there's the reversible artwork. There's the disc work on the inside. And I'll just show you the way it came. That's just like the slip cover there. But I always just try to turn these around. And that's the classic one. That's what I remember seeing in video stores. I mean, back in the 80s. It's just brings back a lot of memories seeing that. I haven't owned this movie in a while. I think the last time I owned this movie was on VHS, way back in the day. So I'm excited to have this back in the collection again. And that is a great release by Scream Factory. I was super excited to see this come out. And so I'm really, really happy about this release here. And there's the poster. Now, Johnny Walker, if you did not pre-order this and you need this poster, let me know and I'll send that your way. All right, we're gonna move on, guys. All right, I got another one of these nice boxes in the mail, and I'll tell you, the only thing better than getting a Scream Factory box like this is getting one and knowing you have two collector's editions in this thing. And anybody that follows this company probably has a general idea what this movie is, but. Oh, sorry, that's probably loud on the camera. I'm on the mic, I'm sorry. So we have another Shout Factory nice package in here. Oh yeah. Alright, guys. So this one right here is the other collection edition that came out for this month. Excuse me. And this is the Brotherhood of the Wolf. I mean, guys, that artwork there is just fucking phenomenal. Excuse my language. All right, I got a funny story about this movie before I get started. My oldest son, Jacob, I'm sure you remember this story, but this is one that I'll never forget. Every time I see this movie, this is what I'm thinking about. It was a tradition with my kids growing up. I have 4. Well, my oldest son, he's 29 now. When this movie came out, I don't remember the exact age, but I can tell you right here. Look at the back and tell you the year this movie came out. And here we go again, I can't find it. All right, this movie came out in 2002. So 2002, my son would have been 10. And every year, their birthday, it was a tradition because guys look behind me. Movies was always a big part of mine and my kids' life. They didn't have much of a choice. Every year on their birthday, they would have a friend over, and we would go out to whatever restaurant they wanted to go to. We'd go and I'd take them to a movie, and they'd have a sleepover. And mom would make them a cake. And so, this is just something that, or some of my most special memories of my kids growing up. All my kids being grown now, I look back at those times very fondly. Anyway, this movie here, if you guys have ever seen this movie is in French. When they released this in theaters back in 2002, this movie was in French. It was a subtitled movie. And I don't know why, being a dumbass, I don't know, but when I watched the preview, look up the preview for this movie. I mean, go back to 2002. This movie here looked like just an action badass. This guy on the back, this is what got me. The guy in the back, those outfits, the guy in the back there, right there, the black outfit. Watch him in the trailer. He just looked like an ultimate badass. And it's what made me want to go see this movie. But 2002, yeah, we had the internet, but, it wasn't as prevalent. YouTube, looking up trailers. I was still kind of at the time when you looked up trailers in the theaters on TV. You really didn't read that much about them. At least I didn't. So I took him to go see this. I got my son who's 10. I got his cousin that goes with us. He's also 10. Movie starts. It's in French. My son looks over at me and he says, "Dad, when are they going to start speaking English?" I said, "Give it a few minutes, son. They'll get it. They'll get it." An hour into the movie, we're enjoying the movie. But these guys, they're 10. They're not going to keep up with subtitles and understand what's going on. So he looks over at me again and he says, "Hey, Dad, they're still not speaking English." So needless to say, I'm sitting here watching this movie in French with subtitles with two 10-year-olds. And luckily, the action scenes and stuff were good enough to make it somewhat enjoyable, but I felt kind of bad taking them to go see a movie in French. So that being said, I don't think I've rewatched this since I seen it with them in theaters. I never did own this on DVD or any other form. But when I seen Scream Factory was putting this out, it was a day one purchase for me. So anyway, that's my interesting story about Brotherhood of the Wolf. I appreciate you guys listening. Sorry about the rambling. So anyway, there's another shot of that. There's the back, and we're gonna see what kind of special features are on this one here. All right, it says deleted scenes and introductions by Christopher Gans, The Guts of the Beast, whatever that is, The Making of Brotherhood of the Wolf. And something just says legend, and then it says theatrical trailer. So it's a little weak on special features, but maybe this being a French release, maybe they had a hard time coming up with people to add to the special features. I'm not sure, but it does have reversible artwork. There's a picture of the disc work right there. If you guys can see that. And the reversible artwork, I don't remember what the original poster looked like. Oh, yeah. Yes, sir. I remember that. So I'm going to turn this around and show you guys. All right, that is what I remember. That's the poster right there. I mean, that right there, it just looks badass. And, it's just staying on that side for sure. And there's the back. So this is a movie that I would not have picked. I'd not have thought that Scream Factory would pick for a collector's edition. But then again, with that company, you never know. And which is kind of one of the reasons why I love them. So I'm very happy to have that. All right, guys. So along with that, of course, no surprise, you got a poster. And Johnny, once again, holler at me. I can throw both of these your way. That is all the titles I have for right now. Let's make sure I didn't forget anything in this video. Yeah, that's what I got for now, guys. I appreciate you guys hanging with me through this. I'm gonna try to do these maybe a couple times a month, depending on how many titles I'm able to pick up. I'm gonna try to make this content as good as I can and try to get it better and better. If anybody has any pro tips, any comments, any ideas, any future video ideas, anything else that I can do, guys, just let me know. I love feedback from you guys. I've got some great feedback, and I feel like the channel is growing slowly but surely. I mean, I've been doing this now roughly 3 weeks. I don't think it's been a month yet. And I got 72 subscribers. And, I'm not going to lie, probably 25 of those are my family and friends. And thank y'all for the support. I love you guys for doing that for me. You guys out there, the big dogs that got the 1,000 subscribers and above, whatever, I'm sure you guys remember your first 100. I feel like that you guys will never forget your first 100 subscribers. I know for me, every time I get a subscriber, I was telling Ken from Mid Level Media the other day in chat. We were talking back and forth, and I was telling him that I'm scared to let everybody know just how many times I check my phone to kind of see if I have a new subscriber. And every time I look and I say, "Oh, I got a subscriber," it's just like it just kind of makes my day. So just please know that if you guys do subscribe and support the channel, it's not just unnoticed. It's something that makes me very happy. I'm going to try to continue to earn your subscriptions. And anyway, I'm shutting up, guys. Thank y'all for watching the video. I'm going to get out of here. And I am working on a really big video for my channel that I'm hoping to have up in a couple weeks. Please keep a lookout for that. I'll try to advertise it on Instagram and TikTok when I get that going. I will try to link my Instagram and my TikTok down below. I'm still learning how to do all this. I'm trying to figure out how to intertwine the social media aspects. If you guys got any tips on that, the best way you guys do that, you know, I've kind of sort of figured it out, but I still ain't sure if I'm doing it the best way to get it out to everybody to see with the hashtags and all that. I'm an old guy. A lot of this stuff's foreign to me. But anyway, guys, thank you. Appreciate you watching the video, and I will catch you guys real soon.